Hiya! Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. So, today we're actually doing more MSQ. Because we still haven't finished. And then if we finish MSQ pretty quickly, we'll be doing the role quests after. So, let's get started. Perhaps this young man can locate Sid for us. Okay. Jell, what brings you to the Ironworks? We have a commission for you and your president, actually. I'm assuming he's available. Master Sid? Certainly, I'll see if he has a moment free. Is he free? Well... Sid! Hey, bye! My pleasure as always. I hear you have a job for us? I don't remember why, but yes. Heading into the void to find a lost dragon. That sounds almost pedestrian compared to your last adventure. Honestly, I don't know if you could say anything that would surprise me after Meteon in that bloody mess. Alright, let's take a look at this talisman of yours. Said there were signs of degradation? Ah, yes, that's why we're here. It seems some manner of corrosion has set in around a scratch in its surface, much as the void's corruption seeped into Nero through his wounds. In which case, our best bet may be to simply prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. And how might we achieve that? We have a coating agent for strengthening trinkets and the like, but I'd be wary of applying any compound which might upset the scale's delicate alchemical balance. Far safer to dress it in armor. Huh? Armor? We'll construct a protective casing, one utilizing metal alloys with high etherical conductivity, so as not to impede the talisman's primary function. Okay. A suit of armor, as you said. Nero has compiled data on the 13th, so I'll have him pitch in with the design just to be sure. Oh, great. If only it weren't such an ordeal to convince him to follow our safety protocols. I swear, I've never had such a reckless employee. In any case, we may need some time to untangle the particulars. It's fine. Understandable. We know how busy your schedule is, and the final result will doubtless be worth the wait. Ha! The hard part will be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands while we sneak about doing the fun stuff. We'll see what we can do. Poor Jessie. I think we can leave the rest in Sid's capable hands. Let's return to the great work and see how Nadana is getting on with the Makatomos. Okay. Okay, bye. Okay, all this way for that. Oh, you can just teleport to the great work. Yes! It's interesting that we've been going back to Ralger's Reach a lot. This patch. Because we had to go there for Aglaia as well, so it's interesting. Nidana. Oh, I'm in Thavnir 3. Oops, elephants. Let me make it a little louder. Had to turn it down because of God Eater.
あの宝物殿が作られた年代の取引記録からいくつか特徴的な錬金素材の購入履歴を見つけたの。きっとそれが人造アトモス製作の鍵になるはずよ。ちょうどアルキミア製薬堂を通じて手配したのだけれど、そうしたらあそこの錬金術師たちも興味を持ったみたいで手伝ってくれることになったのよ。
人為的にボイドゲートを開くなんて聞いたら、普通なら尻込みしてもおかしくないところだけれど、さすがは名高いラザハンの錬金術師たちね。
かつての錬金術師たちも彼らと同じ目をしていた。未知の存在に恐怖を覚えるのではなく、その全てを解き明かそうと目を輝かせていた。
あなたの危険を顧みずに叶えたい願いがあったのではなくて。
私は卵から帰るのが遅かった。フソ・ミドガルズ・オルムが休眠期に入った後はアジュダヤが寄り添ってくれていたそうだ。そんなこともあって孵化してからも私はアジュダヤのそばを離れようとはしなかった。親の背を追い続けるひな鳥のように。
So, either we're going to find Ajdaya safe and sound, and they're gonna have their nice heartfelt reunion, or they're gonna be corrupted by the void and we'll have to put them down. And I'm not sure which one's more likely at this point.
以前にも言ったが、アジュダヤは私にとって姉であり親とも呼べる存在なのだ。一日たりとも忘れたことはない。どこにいたとしても必ず見つけ出してみせる。そしてもう一度共に空をかけたい。そう願わない日はなかった。だが今の私には
俺たち聖戦士団のことを忘れてもらっちゃ困る。
ナブディーン、なぜ？
事情はエスティニアン殿から聞きました。ブリトラ様、あなたは大昔からずっとラザハンを守るためだけに生きてきた。俺たちを恐れさせまいと正体を隠してまで。だからこそどんな姿であろうとあなたこそが敬愛すべきラザハンの大主であると断言できたんだ。そんな俺たちがあなたの幸せを願わないと本気で思っているんですか？俺たちなら大丈夫です。あの週末すら生き抜いてみせたんだ。少しの間くらい聖戦士団だけでもこの国を守ってみせます。
ナブディーン、君の気持ちはありがたいが、
うるせえ。
He's so big. He's so small.
今はその姿なんだからいいよな。前に言ったよな、バルシャン。お前は俺たちの弟分、家族だって。ならお前の姉ちゃんは俺たちにとっても家族みたいなもんだ。だからよ、頼ってくれよ、俺たちのことを。何千年も思い続けた姉ちゃんのことを諦めるだなんて、そんなこと言うんじゃねえよ。
More people. Hello?
お姉さんがいる世界に通じる門は私たちが必ず開いてみせます。だから探しに行ってあげてください。
Huh? That looked like a Stinian. Indeed. Oh, little sister.
個人のことありがとう。妹と離れ離れにならないって分かってすごく嬉しかったよ。だから分かるんだ。お姉さんと別れたことがとても辛いことだって。
Will you wallow in uncertainty forever?
ならば私に進めと。進むのなら守り抜け。いつか君に送ったこの言葉は確かに立ち止まったものの物言いだったのかもしれない。進み、そして守れというのだな。アジダヤもラザハンも。
Yes.
すまないみんな。少しの間バルシャンはこの国を留守にする。無論メーガドゥータ級に本体が残り続けるゆえ完全に不在となることはない。大使としての職務も最低限はこなせよう。だがバルシャンを動かしている間は私の目が行き届かないことも多くなるはずだ。だからアジダヤを連れ帰るまでの間、君たちの力を頼らせてくれ。
気をつけて行ってこいよ。前にも言ったが、お前の身に何かあったらたくさんの奴が悲しむからな。
今一度肝に銘じておこ
Aww.
う。
Look at him and his loving family. Oh, they're all here. Hello. Convincing others to follow their hearts is not my forte. I would gladly let our more philosophical comrades take the lead, had they been here. What? Someone needed to give that boy a good talking to. You don't suppose I'll be reprimanded, do you? I did just yell at the satrap. I will not squander this chance you have given me. I will find Ajdaya. We'll have that Atomos built before you know it. When a project like this comes along, we give it our full and undivided attention. Sleep? Pah, who needs it? Oh, that reminds me, I really should finish that other project I was working on for His Excellency. Other project? You surprise me, Estinian. For a lone wolf, you've shown an unusual degree of, shall we say, involvement in helping Vitra reach this conclusion. 'Twas for the greater good. The worm's thundering sighs were keeping his citizens awake at night, had travelers believing the palace racked by some unnatural storm. What of your answer, then? You seem disinclined to venture into the void. When I was one with Nidhogg, his vengeful thoughts were my thoughts, his endless rage my rage, and the soul-chilling grief he nursed for Radatasker's death. I would not wish such agony upon a foe, let alone a friend and ally. if there was a chance we can spare Vitra that pain, then I will follow you. Any other former scions we should call on? I want Thancred. I'd rather not bother our comrades with aught less than a dire threat to the star. We four should be sufficient for our purpose. Now, on to specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before its devastation was complete, the 13th has been utterly subsumed by darkness. My plan as such is to explore the void in stages, withdrawing to safety after each brief foray. It would be more convenient had we some manner of base camp nearer to the gate itself. One of the palace chambers should serve. Come, let us reconvene outside the Megaduda. Okay. The Megaduda. And there should be a Aethernet straight there, I hope. Megaduda. Convenient. Alright. Oh. I was put up in a guest room out in the palace while I awaited my audience with Vitra. I expect we'll be given the use of something similar. Conducting our expedition out of the Rising Stones would raise just as many questions as recruiting too many scions. At least here in Razadhan, we might be expected to appear road-weary from our local explorations. I guess. And so, we will require suitable accommodations. Might we make something available for our guests? All the chambers are presently hosting the great mounds of treasure we carried out of the vault. Once the Foundation's activities begin in earnest, however, we can redistribute the trove and make a room or two ready for habitation. Good. Please inform me when you've completed the arrangements. I can't talk. As you heard, we will have you settled in Megaduda in due time. As ever, you are most gracious, Your Excellency. You risk yourselves to aid me in my search for Ajdaya. Providing comfortable quarters is the least I can do. I only wish we knew more about our destination. The gods only know how long our explorations might possibly take, or what our chances of success might possibly be. Succeed or fail, I am grateful to you for convincing me to make the attempt. On that note, I will return to the great work and lend what help I can to Nidana. If you've preparations to make ere we venture into the 13th, now is the time. Preparations? What do you even bring to the void? All I need is my armor and my lance. Perhaps I'll train with the Radiant Host to pass the time before we depart. Okay. You know what this means to me, Jel, but my purpose need not consume you as well. We're headed to another world. Find what joy you can in the experience, for you are a traveler, an adventurer at heart, this I know. Okay. Ah. Oh, yeah. Materia 9. Oh, fine. I don't need Materia 9s anymore. Meanwhile, in the 13th, you get to see more of the spooky. It's the spooky again. Wait, isn't this the Xenosvoid scent? Yeah, it has the weird, like, half halo. Oh no. His eyes are open. Were his eyes open before? Okay. The paths unwalked adventures spur, pulses quicken, spirits stir. What? Ah. My adventure is newfound. Alright, that means we need to go back to Limsa to finish the melee quest. Cause... Alright, I need to... Limsa's a scary place. Let's teleport as quickly as possible. Aft Castle? Yeah, so there's the last of the melee role quests. To calmer seas. Despite our best efforts, the blasphemy continues to elude us. For the time being, we... Sorry to interrupt, but I have an incoming communication from Weiskett. Hello? Commander, we've snared ourselves a blasphemy. What? Already? We've our erstwhile companion Riol to thank. Knowing that the creature was once the Sahagin queen, he kept a close eye on the spawning grounds. Sure enough, he spied a massive black shadow moving beneath the water not long ago. After receiving word, Shamani Lamani directed the Maelstrom warships in the vicinity to herd the beast with cannon fire into the Sestasha Sea Grot. Isolated as the Sea Grot is, we can engage our foe without putting small folk at risk. Any words for your men, Commander? The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. You don't have to tell me twice. I've been aching for a rematch. Rush in blindly and it'll go as poorly for you as it did the first time. Ha! Knowing you, I'm sure you'll show up just in time to see me deal the killing blow. Now, can we not save our vitriol for the quarry, which I've lured to the perfect spot that is now waiting patiently for all of you to put it out of its misery? Brave Flax's gubby booms blast over big blasphemy into bitty pieces. Okay. A motlier crew you'll never find, but will serve you well when the battle is joined, believe you me. This is Merlweb. I will ready your worship at once. Assemble outside the wench once you've all seen to your preparations. Okay. So the time has come. I pray for your victory. Or I shall pray, I guess. I'm so spooky. I don't remember exactly where to get my other role quests. I just remember they were all in, like, a room. So, hopefully I'll remember which room. but no promises. Ah, Jill, the others should be along soon. Okay. Oh. The blasphemy is still contained within the Sastasha Sea Grot. There it will meet its end, navigator willing. Shh. Would that my brothers and I could join you in the fight, and yet, blasphemous though it may be, that beast was once our mother. I understand, Noel. Forgive us for what we must do. Were there a means to reverse the transformation, we would do all in our power to bring your mother back. Sadly, there is nothing left of her to save. For the future of the Sahagin and Limsa Lominsa alike, the blasphemy must be laid to rest. And when the deed is done, I would bring your brothers, even the crushing tide, aboard the great ship we call Vilbrand. I do not want to slay your mother. This thing she has become, a mindless beast who would enslave and kill her own, is an affront to the memory of who she was. It is not her. It is not. Remember this always. You must. I will not ask you to shoulder the burden of matricide. When the time comes to strike the final blow, I will do the deed. Shh. Admiral, all you say is true, and yet... Ring ring. Commander, I've sighted a group of fishbacks, crushing tide most like, heading straight for the sea grot. You'd best make your way here, and fast. Time to move out then. Any words for your men before we set sail? Today the blasphemy falls. You've grown into this role quite well, haven't you? But enough talk. It's time to show the realm what the Company of Heroes... Oh, that the Company of Heroes hasn't lost a step. Aye. We'll stand a better chance of slipping past the crushing tide if we split up. Jill and I will go together, while the rest of you take a different route. Let us brook no further delay. To Sastasha. Sastasha. Are we going inside? Shh, my queen, I beg of you, pray show your loyal son mercy. Oh, there's blood. The indigo beast. Well, it's Dao, or what's left of him. Shh, Speaker Dao, why would our queen do such a thing? It is as the shorewalkers say. What we thought a blessing is in truth a terrible curse. Shh, the horror. We must away at once. And leave the shorewalkers to face our queen mother alone? No, I will stand with them. You mustn't sully your hands with the blood of your mother. Go and be with your kin. Go! Shh, forgive me. Goodbye. Oh, is that real? Look at this nerd. It's beginning to think you wandered off a cliff, Lawrence. Ah, this is Lawrence. Must you say it like that? I prefer to think of myself as fashionably late. It's me in melee with 2 gunners? Alright. But enough talk. It comes. Me and my two machinists. Oh, together we're basically a gunbreaker. Lawrence the Eagle-Eyed. Let me at it. Here it comes. We're counting on you, Lawrence. Leave it to me. No enemy's weakness escapes my eyes. Just one shot here, and that was a lot of shots. Aye, there we go. Rah. See how easy that was? I reckon you can do it too, Acting Commander. Me? Okay. Alright, you take care of those ones, I guess. Whee. Don't you kill steal from me. Oh. Okay. Oh, I can't. You're still having fun over there, Lawrence. Okay. Oh. Great, let's fight it. Oh. Guess they want me to go over here, huh? Oh good, there's no positionals. Okay. Yeah. I see those two fires. You can't fool me. Why are those two injured? Oh no, Lawrence. Where'd it go? Best be wary. Alright, it's a circle now. Although that doesn't especially make sense with the picture. Oh, why is it in the sky? Where'd my dot go? I got a buff. No, not indigo. Whoa, again. Whatever will I do? Aqua Vitae. They gave me water. Or are we all surrounding it? I'm scared. Okay. I think I'm safe here. Oh no. Why are there so many? Pew, pew. Oh, no. My stickers. Characters are gone. I'm so sad. Oh man, more aqua vitae. Feels so healthy. Malevolent influence, huh? Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna fight my one Sahagin. Okay. Are we gonna be okay? Now. Psh, we stand with you. Look at them. Oh, look at them go. We have the ballistas. Pew pew. Oh, are people LDing? LB didn't feel like it did much. Oh, it was me. It was me with the Ogi Namakiri. Is it? Do you still have to do the final attack? I will not ask for your forgiveness, but this I promise. You will be remembered for the mother you were. Psh, Admiral, I have no words. Nice earring. Dawn of a new day. Psh, our queen mother returns to the depths to eternal slumber. With your strength, you could have easily crushed us. Oh, you could have crushed us easily. Why did you spare our lives? The beasts and blasphemies are born from the despair in our hearts, but no more. I would break the cycle. Though Tao may have been blind to it, I believe in a future where Sahagin and Laminson live in harmony. Even after losing who she was, your queen made for your spawning grounds, and it is there she drew her last breath. When your next queen is crowned, know that she will have a safe place to raise her young. Once you have selected a suitable location, Limsa Lominsa will recognize and honor your claim. A promise for which we are grateful, Admiral, but what of the other peoples of Vilbrand? The kobolds are open to the idea. The details will need to be negotiated, but I am confident we can reach an agreement. Sahagin, Kobold, and Lominsan alike yearn to abide in peace. We can make it so. Pshh. I have never fought alongside shorewalkers before, but I must say, it felt good. We have fought our neighbors for generations. It has won us only suffering and tragedy. I beg of you, lay down your spears. Pshh. It will take time and effort to bridge the gulf between our peoples, but bridge it we shall. No. Trying to sneak away. I dare say we have a lot of talking to do as well, don't we, Commander Lawrence? Ah, Landonal, if you'd just allow me to explain. He's the commander. Let's be off before they drag us into this mess. I still think the Arcanist guy would have been a better leader. Alright. Lawrence. If that's even your real name. Perfect timing, Acting Commander. You must save me from this bloodthirsty bastard. Well, Lawrence, let's hear your excuse. It better be a good one. Why in the seven hells were you skulking about in the shadows while we did all the dirty work? Ha! Like you thought I'd be any happier if I'd showed myself sooner. I can hear your whine. Wingen? Now, what, you didn't think we could handle this on our own? I'd be bloody furious regardless. Don't think I've forgotten what happened, or rather didn't happen, on the day of our duel. Even though the future of the company hung in the balance, I waited, and waited, and waited some goddamn more. Still you never turned up. But I've got you now, and I will have satisfaction. Given Lawrence's penchant for late arrivals, I couldn't help but worry too. To say he cut it fine would be an understatement. Not by choice, as usual. My scouts observing him roaming near Costa del Sol observed him roaming near Costa del Sol not long ago. It would seem our commander's woeful sense of direction has not improved in the least. Honestly surprised you never realized, Landonal, that was to blame for his extreme tardiness. That the commander did indeed arrive at the agreed-upon location for your duel, after the sun had risen and set half a dozen times. Navigator, take me. Shamani, you promised that would stay between the two of us. Ah, Brayflox, you have a kind word or two for your old commander, don't she? Psh, Commander Lawrence, commander no more. New commander, friend to Gobbies everywhere. Does many sweatworks for Gobby kind. And here I thought you were too much of a coward to face me in battle. Come now, Landonal, you know me better than... Uh-uh. Then it's settled. We fight here and now. On your guard. Put that thing down, I say. You can hurt someone with that. He's pouting. Hard to believe he was once the glue that held this merry band together. That's right. If he hadn't realized the obvious, Lawrence is our former commander. Forgive me for not stating it plainly sooner. I didn't want you to think we doubted your leadership. He's got his quirks, but as you saw, he's a force of nature on the battlefield. Anyhow, I think we can all say your stint as acting commander has been a rousing success. Now, I reckon it's about time you gave your final order. Psh, Company of Heroes band break once more? Brave flocks never liked parting with gobby friends. Hear, hear. I may have my complaints, but when we're together, a good fight's never far away. You hardly need a company or commander to get you that. And should Limsa be imperiled, there's nothing stopping us from rising to the occasion. Till then, you're all strong enough in your own right. Why not serve the weak in your own ways? Just posing? Okay. Oh, I have to talk with all of them? Alright. Weisket. You've had quite the turn of duty, but all things must come to an end. Any parting words before we go our separate ways? Give Gigaruju my best regards. Finally, I can enjoy some semblance of peace again. At least, as much peace as a man can enjoy waiting hand and foot on the Lord of Costa del Sol. May have been rough sailing at times, but I rather enjoyed serving under you, acting Commander Gel. Bye. Alright, you go back to the forest where you belong. Well, if you've something to say, let's hear it. Return to the whalers and keep the murdering to a minimum. Ha! As if I needed you to tell me. While I enjoy the diversion, I know as well as any that my true place is in Gridania, leading a respectable life. You may not have been the perfect commander, but 12 is my witness. I hope to fight by your side again. Farewell. Ah. Bye. Old noon. I await your orders, Commander. Look after the you, brave noon. I can't roll my R's. Brave. I have responsibilities. A tribe that wants for my guidance and protection can ill afford to tarry here much longer. Nevertheless, it is with some regret that I take my leave. For all their faults, of which they have many, they are my companions, and I will miss them. Bye. Shamani. Well, let's hear it, Commander. You owe me a bottle of your finest Bacchus. Indeed, indeed. I mean to return to Whiteport as soon as I've tied up a few final loose ends here. Speaking of wine, I've always preferred the older vintages. Left to sleep in their barrels for many a summer, they come out tasting better than ever. One might say the same about our own company. Bye. Brave flocks. Psh, Brave flocks wants busy work. Brave flocks await Uplander's lip flaps. No more cheese wars, please. Psh, Brave Fox feels heavy heart, but accepts Uplander's bossy words. Brave Fox had good times and happy feels with gobby friends. The good times will come again, and when they do, new boomsticks will bring blasty doom with much fastness. Bye, Brayflox. Alright, you two. You go away. And on that note, I ought to be on my way. Slipping away again, are we? You are a creature of habit. I resented you for it at the time, but you know, I think I understand now. Better to shun fame and not serve as an example for glory seekers too eager to fight and too quick to die. You're overthinking it. I'm a creature of whimsy, a man who lets the tailwind carry him where it will. But more importantly, this new age belongs to the new blood. I've had my day in the sun. If ye succeed in brokering peace with the beastmen, there'll be no need to worry about primals, and the company can go into permanent retirement. Then I can say I did right by the old man. If he hadn't been there for us both, I don't know if I could have pulled the trigger. Thank you, Lawrence. Brother. Bah, I did nothing. It was you who shouldered Captain Blothus's burden, and that of the entire League. I'm sorry, Merlweb. I know it hasn't been easy for you. But I dare say you've worked hard enough. Maybe us company folk aren't the only ones in need of a retirement. Ah, but I've said too much. Lawrence holding his tongue. Gods, you have changed. But yes, my greatest test as Admiral still lies ahead, as we steer the great ship Vilbrand towards a new future. You truly are your father's daughter. I owe you my thanks too. I dare say you did almost as good a job keeping my men to task as I could have done. Okay, sure. Call it a hunch, but something tells me our paths may cross again. But forgive me if I carry on like I've never seen you before. Not unlike my old friend Mistbeard, I prefer to keep my past in the past. And with that, I'm off. Take care of yourselves. Okay. Bye, Lawrence. I'll probably forget your name by the next time I see you. Alright, speak with Noel. Ah, there's Noel. Noel of the calming seas. Psh, the blasphemy is no more, but we'll never know lasting peace until the crushing tide agrees to lay down their arms. It will be a daunting task, but as we saw in Sastasha, they are not beyond reason. I'll do all in my power to see that your efforts and the sacrifices of my brothers were not in vain. Forgive us. Even after being freed from false god's thrall, still we clung to our hateful beliefs. It was easier to hearken to Speaker Dow's every word, turn a blind eye to the harsh truth. Easier and cowardly. I will return and speak with my brothers of the crushing tide. I'll tell them of our Queen Mother's sacrifice and the vision of hope you have shared with us. Ask only that you give us time and trust us to make our own decision. You have my word. If you would not be averse, let us return to the spawning grounds together. Adventurer, I have no words to express my gratitude to you. I will repay you the only way I know how, by doing my part to usher in an age where Shorewalker and Sahagin stand as one. Okay. Good luck. Bye. Alright, Merlweb. Aye. Just us now, it would seem. Ever since we achieved a measure of peace with the kobolds, I prayed that this day would come. Though it is, of course, only a beginning. Negotiations must be held, and words exchanged in earnest will invariably lead to flared tempers and bruised egos. But such things always accompany meaningful progress. The history of Vilbrand is one of bloodshed, but we have the power to change our ways. After all, It is clear we are united more by our similarities than we are divided by our differences. I will share what I have seen of the Sahagin with my fellow Laminsons, and listen closely to their doubts and concerns. For it must be a harmony not foisted upon them from above, but one which they aspire to of their own free will. No doubt Noel and his brothers feel the same. Again, you have come to Limsa's aid, my aid, at a time we needed it most. When we next meet, I hope 'twill not be as admiral and adventurer, but as friends. Mayhap trading war stories over ales at the Wench. Sounds good to me. But for now, I must return to my duties. Drafting reports and decrees is hardly the most exciting part of my role, but it is a necessary one. If you happen to pass through Razathan, pray share your exploits with our delegate there. Doubtless he will be interested to hear your first-hand account. Okay. Bye. One day I will lay down these muskets of mine for good, but not yet, father. Not yet. As it rains. Alright. So back to Razathan. Guess so. Well, now I'll know the room with all the others. Yes, I'm this lazy. Just so you know. Should I just pick up, like, all of them? And then I can turn them all in at once? Jello, you return. Pray tell, what news from my homeland? We beat up the blasphemy. Extraordinary, and a chance at peace with the Sahagin. These are heartening tidings indeed. Without a doubt, you have helped to dispel the pall of despair that once hung over all Vilbrand. The people now bask in newfound hope. I must share the news with the others. Full glad will they be to hear that the threatened Limsa Laminsa is no more. Thank you again, my friend. More Materia 9. You can now dye my job gear for level 90. More than loss. Let's see. This one. Oh, right. One moment. What's that? Wait. This one. Now we can dye. So you can see it in different colors. Interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna wear that one. Maybe the others. Alright, so we did melee. We'll do paladin. Which one's paladin? That one. Okay, shrouded in peril. I have come on behalf of the Twin Adders to enlist the aid of our accomplished fighters. Small folk cower in their homes for fear of an unprecedented threat to the Twelveswood, a blasphemy. It strikes quickly and with a deadly precision before returning to the shadows whence it came. Try as we might, we have yet to devise a means to track it, much less slay it. Several brave souls search for it even now, but their chances would improve greatly if they had a stout protector by their side. Judging by your reputation, I dare say you're precisely the man we seek. What say you? Will you serve as the shield that stands between Gridania and certain doom? Protecting the realm is what I do. I'll take that as an enthusiastic yes. Make haste to the Adder's Nest and report to my superior. All Gridania shall pray for your success. Okay. While we're here, why not just pick up this one too? If you're ready to lend us your aid, I'll apprise you of the situation. Is there danger in Alamigo? Well, we've received reports of a creature believed to be a blasphemy stalking the streets of Alamigo. Troops have been assigned to track and slay the beast, but there are likely to be casualties. With most of our healers posted elsewhere, we had thought to petition you for aid. This is so mean. Sounds like you need better soldiers, not more healers. I would be glad to help. Once again, we're in your debt. We shall inform Commander Alden forthwith. My comrades in the Immortal Flames will be glad to have you watching over them. You see, as there's been no sightings of any blasphemies in our lands, we have joined our Alamegan allies in their hunt for the fiend. Trouble is, the majority of our own healers are working day and night to treat the tempered Imperials captured in Pakeltan. For that reason, we too will be glad for your help. Aye, your presence alone will be of great comfort to the troops, I'm sure. As time is of the essence, I ask that you make your way to the Alamegan quarter and report for duty. Oh, time is of the essence. Commander Alden is overseeing the hunt, and he will explain all upon your arrival. May Ralger grant you strength. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do that one. Alright, Doma. Do mine eyes deceive me? Master Gel, oh thank the Kami. Lord Hien has requested assistance in the resolution of a most urgent matter, the hunt for a fell beast believed to be a blasphemy. Though we have made great strides in assuring the safety of our people, we fear even our finest shinobi will be no match for this enemy, for it commands the skies of Doma. Well, you think I can fly? Actually, no, I can fly in Doma. But as your talent for striking down foes at a distance is beyond compare, I can think of no one better to aid us in overcoming this adversary. Marksman? Yeah, my dancer is such a marksman. It would be my pleasure. O Kami be praised. I shall inform Lady Yugiri that she may receive you at the Doman Enclave. Safe travels, Master Gel. Okay, which means this last one is for Caster. Ah, my Lord Gel, I have awaited your coming. The phenomenon wherein men turn into monsters, pains to say that Ishgard has not been spared. A dread blasphemy has appeared in the Holy See, and to compound the people's horrors, the beast resembles a dragon. Oh no. 'Tis imperative that it be vanquished without delay, and to that end we have begun assembling a hunting party. Given that fear and despair may turn our allies against us, we are being stringent in whom we choose for this duty. Yet, while we have confidence in the quality of our knights, the mission would greatly benefit for the presence of a battle mage, one who can stand unflinching in the face of our fell quarry. Would be hard-pressed to find an individual who fits that description better than you. Will you not lend us your strength and skill? You can count on me. We are in your debt. Just a moment while I relay the glad tidings to command. Going on a phone call right in front of me, huh? "'Tis settled. Upon arriving in Ishgard, please take yourself to the Aetheryte Plaza. Lord Artorial will be there to receive you. May the Fury speed your way." Alright. Which one do we want to do first? Guess we'll just go in order, so... Aladdin to Gridania. That person's doing the melee quests. Alright, this way. Whee! My paladin armor. My glamour. Blasphemy Huntsmaster. Our liaison at Razathan sent word of your arrival. but I can still scarcely believe our luck. Are you truly here to help us bring this wicked blasphemy to heel? Yes. Then there is hope for us yet. I shall fetch the Elder Seed Seer at once. She is leading the hunt, and I'm certain she'll be most eager to see you. Okay. Hello. You just walk around with your one guy all the time. So glad am I to welcome you in good health and good spirits, Joe. On behalf of all Gridania, allow me to thank you for rising to our defense yet again. Sure. You will forgive me for eschewing further formalities, as time is of the essence. That's what everyone's telling me. I shall share with you what little we know of this elusive scourge. Following the events in Thavnir, we received a report that an unidentified man had fallen into fits on the road before transforming into a beast most foul. A blasphemy, we soon determined. Eyewitnesses to subsequent attacks spoke of patterns on its skin reminiscent of heavy chains. Okay, and thus we have named it Glyphnir, for the creature of legend. It emerges from the brush without warning, bringing destruction and tragedy to those unfortunate enough to be near. Ere we can respond, it retreats into hiding, leaving no trace for us to follow. The elementals cry out for us to rid the forest of this wicked presence. Yet even if we tracked it to its lair, I fear besting. I thought it said beasting. I was like, beasting the beast. I fear besting the beast would be no simple matter. The wounds of Gleipnir victims are tainted by corruption. We can but conclude the fiend's fangs, claws, and horns are all imbued with a powerful poison. The smallest scratch sends the afflicted into fits, and death soon follows. Mayhap you know of the creeping death. The effects of Gleipnir's vile poison bear more than a passing similarity to the symptoms of that deadly plague. I swept through the Twelveswood many years ago. The sick found their skin covered in chain-like patterns, spent their final moments in excruciating pain. It was long before I came to Gridania, but people still speak of it with dread. Is it true that the disease spared not a single hearer? Very nearly, yes. Before the remainder were taken, we were able to devise a cure from the Glimshroom. Slow though it was, the scars of this tragedy could then begin to heal. Gleipnir threatens to reopen old wounds, I fear. Yet despite the similarities between the blasphemy's corruption and the creeping death's marks, it is unclear how those two phenomena are related, if at all. Well, I mean, if people are still talking about this, and it inspires fear, then that's probably why it has that power. Both conjury and white magic have failed to abate the poison spread. To confront Gleipnir now would place our soldiers at risk of grievous injury. Forgive me, Elder Seedseer, but this appears to be urgent. Taking phone calls? What? Again? Gleipnir has struck once more, in the North Shroud. The whalers came too late to see the beast themselves, but the man it attacked yet lives. They are bringing him to Fallgord Float as we speak. Then we must meet them there. Will you accompany us, Jel? Oh, I skipped the rest of it. Aethel Master, question mark. Fallgord Float, huh? Aethelmare. Aethelmare and Fallgord Float. Okay. They inside? Oh. Hello. Oh, you don't even have a name? Keeper of the Entwined Serpents. Elder Seedseer, you honor us with your presence. Cannot thank you enough for coming all this way. Given the dire circumstances, I would not leave this to another. Where is the wounded man? Outside of the bobbing cork, being attended to by one of our hearers. He's a capable healer, but I worry this is beyond his abilities. I shall do all in my power to aid him. I, in turn, may have need of assistance as well. I ask that you stay close, both of you. Okay. Oh, should probably take a sip for my throat. I need to go this way. They kept him up. They didn't even put him inside? Okay. What do you have to say for yourself? He's a hardy soul, but I'm utterly at a loss. While I manage to heal his wounds, the poison lingers. I fear the worst is yet to come. When I removed his clothes for treatment, I recognized the chains. If this is indeed the creeping death. Do not lose heart. I shall spare no effort. Rest for now. We may have need of your talents again ere long. Chigos, man. Chigos. A bloody swarm of them. What? That came from the east gate. Chigos are known as carriers of the creeping death. The villagers are on edge. If they think the vile can harbingers of another plague, they may panic. Pray see to the Chigos. I shall remain here with the victim. Okay. Gonna go with random spear guy. Oh, there's a fate over there, though. What am I supposed to do with the fate? I suppose I could have gotten on a mount. Well, you know, live and learn. Alright. Keep... Panicky man. They were near Alder Springs, a whole swarm of them, like an army getting ready for war. Bringing the creeping death, like as not. Folks been dropping dead with no rhyme or reason, and I'm not about to join 'em, no sir. Came running back fast as my legs could carry me. Were you bitten? I will show you to a hearer if so. Not a single hole that doesn't belong, you can be sure. Wow. You'd best do something about that swarm, though. Would that we could, but keeping the gate manned is our priority, and we have not the numbers to spare for a hunting party. By the time the whaler reinforcements arrive, it may be too late. We'll deal with the Chigos. The one who calls the greater number owes the other a flag and a veil, aye? Sure. I commend your bravery. Godspeed, and don't get bitten. Well, I don't know about that. Whee! Those aren't Chigo. There's... Oh. A merchant. Hello. Oh, no, there's more. Oh, I missed. Pew. Is that all of them? No? Pew. Hello, are you okay? Did you get bit? 12 be praised, and you. I've come bearing a cure for the creeping death, but it's of little use against actual death. It's true. Aye, that's why I've come. I've heard tale of a man suffering from uncommon pains at Falgord Float. Sensed an opportunity for philanthropy, and a touch of profit, I'll admit. But if what you say is true, his condition demands a much swifter pair of feet than mine. Could you bring the medicine to him in my stead? No need for payment this time, of course. Sure. You saved my life, and one good turn deserves another. I only hope the cure works as well as purported. As for me, I'll be on my way. Give any vilekin I spy a wide berth. Okay. I wonder if Spearman is doing okay. I took down 9 Chigos by myself. Hopefully he did just as well. Oh, you're here. How many Chigo did you fight? I thank you for calling the Chigos. Alas, our patient's condition has yet to improve. It's all we can do to keep him from succumbing to the poison. Here, have this remedy I found. I know this medicine. It was once used to treat the creeping death. Given his symptoms, it may well prove effective here as well. It works upon the body quite quickly, as I recall. I... Hold on just a while longer, my friend. The medicine will soon relieve your pain. I don't... It hurts. It hurts. Ah! Why? Why? The man's shrieks die in his throat as his body is racked by violent convulsions. He then falls still and quiet, as if his breath was snatched from his chest. So it didn't work? Huh? 12 has... have mercy. At the very least, his suffering is over. Had we been quicker to deliver the medicine, would he have lived? Nay, I think not. He was doomed from the moment the poison entered his blood, as will be others if we do not soon gain an understanding of our foe. Let this tragedy not be in vain, but serve as a lesson. Though the effects of Gleipnir's corruption resemble the creeping death, 'tis clear that the two share little else in common. The poison burns through the body more quickly than any disease. Too deadly is it to be borne up by creatures so fragile as Chicos, or any other besides. And that is one less possibility the people need fear. 'Tis a shame a life was lost, but this knowledge may help us ensure that others are not. Spread word, but do so with delicacy. In these troubled times, fear and despair can drive even the goodliest of souls to desperate ends. Gleipnir is the only blasphemy known to us in Gridania, for now. We must do our utmost to stop him from sowing further discord. Understood, Elder Soothseer. I'll give this man a proper burial before sharing what we've discovered. Okay. Farewell, Screaming Man. Ascertaining Gleipnir's whereabouts is still a primary concern. Let us return to the Adder's Nest, for information shall be our most reliable weapon in the days ahead. There's no better place to acquire it. Okay. I shall speak with the people after this man receives a proper burial. To honor his sacrifice, I must do what I can to buoy their hopes. Oh, their hope. Singular. Okay, back to Gridania. Oh, and we don't have to go to Ul'dah, because the other one's in Alamigo. Oh. Alright. Well, let's see. Am I just reporting back to the same person? No. It's Keeper of the Entwined Serpents. Gleipnir has been cited in various locales, and though we are reviewing every report, we suspect most are erroneous. Vera has a way of making one jump at shadows. It'll take some time before we have determined which reports merit a more involved investigation. Until then, I ask that you stay vigilant and keep your eyes peeled for any sign of the blasphemy. Okay, how about now? We followed up on every report concerning Gleipnir, even those that beggared belief. The most promising suggests the blasphemy is currently stalking the South Shroud. We are to proceed there at once, for there is no telling when it might strike again. The Elder Seed Seer is already en route to Roots Lake. Let us not keep her waiting. Roots Lake. Where's Roots Lake? Oh. Well, I get to see a land animal? Land animal. Land animal. Wait, you have a card? I already have these cards. You're useless to me. Land and all. Alright, I'm going over here. Greetings, Jell. As luck would have it, my sister Ryo frequents Camp Tranquil. It would do well to meet with her first, for she may have knowledge of this threat that can aid us in our search. Ryo. It's been too long, Ryo. Connie, I was afraid the situation might force your arrival. Would that this reunion was under more joyous circumstances. It is heartening to see her joined by the bearer of Atawa's will. Oh. Do I have that as special dialogue because I've leveled White Mage? Unfortunately, Gleipnir's poison cannot be cured by any healing force known to us, so I'm sure you've already learned. Nevertheless, I have faith that together we will find a way to defeat it. Every moment is crucial, so let us dispense with further pleasantries. Have you received word of Gleipnir's whereabouts? Gleipnir? I have. It recently ambushed a poor traveler who succumbed to his wounds soon thereafter. A tragic and increasingly common tale. No others in Camp Tranquil have come to harm, but some claim they feel a presence in the distant trees, staring at them with a malicious intensity. They struggle to find the courage to venture beyond the safety of the camp. While its victims exhibit symptoms reminiscent of the creeping death, Gleipnir's corruption seems only to affect those who have been insulted by the blasphemy itself. We have yet to confirm a single instance of it spreading from one individual to another. That's somewhat reassuring, but it will provide little comfort to the people here, I think. If Gleipnir comes, any defense we mount will come at great cost. Those who fall wounded will invariably die. I'm at a loss, and the people under my care can see it. They grow tense and bicker amongst themselves. Some even accuse me of standing idly by while this monster roams free, as if I'm not doing all that I can. I apologize. Would that I had come to you sooner. Would that there were more I could offer you. Not every burden is yours to bear, Connie. He is right. It is the duty of all seed seers to face this threat, so we should do so together, with the aid of the elementals as well. Under different circumstances I would agree, but their strength has waned since the calamity, and I am reluctant to oppose upon them. Indeed, when I open my thoughts to the elementals, I shudder to hear their distress. Once we have laid low the blasphemy, the elementals will be at peace. Well then, how do you propose we go about that? First, allow me to speak with the people here and assure them that all will be well, that Gridania's resolve to weather this storm remains steadfast. No road is closed to those true of heart. Suppose I shouldn't be surprised that you'd begin with an earnest and heartfelt appeal. For my part, I shall reach out to Arun. Perhaps together we can find a way to offer similar comfort to the elementals. I have no doubt we will require their assistance in the days ahead. Thank you, sister. May the 12 watch over and keep you both. May I trouble you to accompany me? The presence of a storied hero would surely lend credence to my claims that the people's difficulties will soon be at an end. Sure, but... While you attend to that, I shall gather what information I can from the wood whalers stationed here. Pray look for me at the camp proper when you have finished. When you've finished. Sorry. When it's on a separate line, it's hard. Alright. Alright, what are we gonna tell them? We are to convince the people that they not live in fear of Gleipnir, and my words alone may be insufficient. Do not comport myself as an imposing figure blessed with martial prowess, to say the least. No, really? You, on the other hand, are renowned as a peerless warrior who has triumphed in countless trials. Simply looking on your features fills me with confidence that this crisis, too, shall pass. I'm a paladin right now. What do you want from me? Oh, hi, Jay. I pray you stay by my side, that those we speak with might be joyed by your presence. Oh, she's accompanying me, huh? Okay. Let's go talk to people. Alright, inflamed man. Well, been so busy, but just stopping by. Hope you've been well. Almost at 100. Oh, thank you, Alex. Yeah, I've been well. It's, we're just having a nice, relaxing day today with MSQ and now a roll quest, so... But yeah, thank you for always stopping by and leaving a heart. Let's see. Seatseers are sitting pretty with their guards and finery. What do they care if a beastie is running amok? They'll be fine. That's why they're doing nothing while it hunts us. We'd be fools to trust our lives to those that don't care a whit. Past time we went south. At least in Old Ah, they don't pretend to look out for the common man. Hello. Elder Seatseer, I was I promise you that we are sparing no effort in our hunt for Gleipnir. However, it will take time, and more may suffer before the beast is laid low. Nevertheless, I ask that you place your faith in me, if only for a while longer. I love the Twelveswood and her people with all my heart, and will not let our enemy torment us forever. I understand. Man's gotta give voice to his worries from time to time, eh? Nothing I want less than to abandon my home. I'll stick around. For now. Okay. Distraught woman. A single scratch is enough to spell one's doom, they say. Nothing but to wait for death to come with. How can we face a beast like that? Do not give in to despair, my friend. Know that I shall do all in my power to see us through this crisis. Hold fast to hope, and encourage others to do so as well. I'll try, Elder Seedseer, I'll try. I know you've placed yourself at risk, leaving the safety of the city and coming here. That means a lot to me and mine. I'll stay close to the whalers, and pray news of your triumph reaches us soon. Thank you. I promise you that it will not be long. Are you sure you want to promise that? We don't exactly know for sure. Restive? Man? I saw it. A gargantuan beast stalking the woods, with horns the size of my leg. What's to stop it from coming here to fill its belly? Gleipnir will do no such thing, I swear. I shall see to it personally that the blasphemy does not come within a malm of this village. Keep heart, for brighter days lie ahead of us. Truly, Elder Seedseer. Perhaps I've let my imagination get the better of me. You're a beacon in these dark times. I pray you restore the peace soon. I shall. You can be certain. Okay. Speaking to Ladinal, huh? Landinal. That man. Will that be all for now, Elder Seedseer? It will. I've done what I can to quell the unrest, but so long as Gleipnir lives, they will never be at peace. Well, sometimes simply lending an ear does wonders, as must be the case for the elementals, yes? Or do you doubt your chosen course? We'll do this one. Indeed, you were correct. Today was a welcome reminder of that truth, and an important step in our journey. Mayhap I should visit these settlements more often. Doubtless, some here think me as distant as the elementals. So rarely do they see me in the outer reaches. You have served me admirably as protectors thus far, for which I am grateful. Yet until we have found and laid Gleipnir low, I must continue to oppose upon your goodwill. 'Tis no imposition, Elder Seedseer. You saved me on the killing fields of Cartano. My life is yours, now and always. Ah, your life is your own to command, but I thank you for your words, and your conviction, which fills me with confidence that the path we walk is true. Even if that path takes us far afield. Did I ever tell you that, when I was a young student, I would often steal into the woods with a dear friend of mine, much to the chagrin of our teacher? Deep down, I suspect there is still a part of me that yearns to wander where I should not. Well, Landonal's getting a call. Elder Seedseer, word from the border. We've got ourselves a right bloody mess by the sounds of it. What has happened? Per your earlier instructions, the whalers closed the roads to all travel while we scoured the woods for a sign of Gleipnir. Now a group of locals are demanding to be let through into Thanalan. They're terrified by the sound of it, screaming about the creeping death and gods know what else. Despair grips their hearts. If it consumes them wholly, then we may have yet more blasphemies to contend with. I will speak with them. Wild rumors fuel their panic, and with truth and compassion will I convince them to see reason and return to their homes. If anyone can, it's you, Elder Seedseer. We're doing our best to keep them calm for now, but my man's words painted a grim picture. Pray you make your way to the border as quickly as you can. Look at Landonal, actually doing work. I'm proud of you. Very proud. Okay. Whee! Whee! Oh, there's a fate over there, huh? Well, I'm, not gonna do it. As you can probably imagine. Hello, I am here. Ah, it's that, that one coat. I forget what it's called. Let us through, damn you. We're standing here while the creeping death nips at our heels. You're telling us to die. Those rumors are false. The Elder Seedseer herself sent word that the creeping death is not responsible for the recent incidents. You mustn't surrender to panic. Return to your homes while we deal with the threat, and pay no heed to baseless stories. Stories? Stories? I've seen the dead with my own eyes. Don't tell me what is and isn't true. Hearken to me, my friends. I come before you now to assure you that the creeping death has not returned. Only those who have been wounded by Gleipnir are in danger, and so I beseech you to take shelter in your homes until the threat has passed. Gleipnir? The beast I saw in the wood? We have to run. It could have followed us. You saw him? Where? Not far from here. Those glistening horns, those terrible chains reaching out to drag you down to the seventh hell. We ran and never looked back. But don't worry, it didn't catch any of us. No one's marked, see? That means we're safe, right? But say we weren't quite fast enough. What then? Its horns and claws are where the poison resides, and even a scratch would be cause for concern. He looks injured. Even a little scratch. Then it's too late for me. Is that why my body feels like it's on fire? You told me the branches tripped you up. You said that's how it happened. You said. Oh, heavenly winds, guide us to the font of strength. Maybe drink something. I don't feel any better. Do it again. Do it again. It hurts. Help me. You are beyond help. Conjuring has no effect. There can be no mistake. This is Gleipnir's doing. Even so, I ask that you do not lose heart. Stay strong, for if we surrender to fear, the beast has already won. No, I don't want to die. Please, help me. Ah! Oh. What did he turn into? Oh, one of these? Get back! Oh no. You said it wasn't... why? Why? Liars! Liars! All of you! None of us are safe. None of us will... Ah! Oh. Now there's 2 of them. Despair made manifest. 12 for Fend. Is there naught that can be done for these poor souls? No. There is no more ether. Only dunamis. Not but one thing I know. I know. We must lay them to rest. Contain the threat. Alright. Let's go. I'll take the one on the right, I guess. Well, I guess I'll take both of them. I mean, I guess you guys don't really want to help, huh? Pew. 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 We did it. Thanks for all the help, guys. They are at peace. Would that it had not come to this. I was powerless to prevent it. You did all you could, Elder Seed Seer. Is that what's going to happen to us? Is there no hope? What you witnessed was the fate of those who fall into deepest despair. It feeds upon grief and anguish, and is more deadly than Gleipnir itself. But as I swore to you that we shall defeat the blasphemy that haunts our homeland, so too do I swear that despair will not be the end of us. Keep the faith and look to the horizon, for brighter days will come. As you say, Elder Seed Seer. As you say. Gleipnir is not here, and so you are free to return to your homes. I but urge you to take care on the path back. We will, Elder Seed Seer. Bye. The storm has passed, but a darker tempest roils in the distance. So long as the specter of despair looms, the people will struggle to take any words of comfort to heart. We'll see more tragedies like this. The elementals, too, cry out for a solution. The longer we struggle to resolve this crisis, the more innocent lives we put at risk. Raya O said we would need to return to the elementals for assistance, and I know now that she was right. So I will seek audience with the Great One. However, there are preparations I must attend to first. I shall make the proper ablutions at the lotus stand. Pray return to the adder's nest and await my summons. Ablutions? What's an ablution? This goes to Thanalan. Whoops. That's not the button I wanted. Gridania. Man, I have so many quests. Alright. Take a drink while we can. There's a lot of talking in these. Despite our best efforts, we have been unable to prevent further loss of life. I foresee even greater hardship ahead. As we press on, we mustn't forget the words of the Elder Seedseer. We must strive to remain undaunted in the face of despair. Okay. She is preparing for her communion with the Great One. When the time is right, she will call upon us both. Until then, my friend, stay strong. Okay, how about now? The situation has worsened since we last spoke. Oh, has it? Gleipnir grows bolder in his attacks, and the conjurers are spread thin in their efforts to attend the victims. Moreover, we are no closer to finding a means to counteract the blasphemy's poison. With no choice but to wait until death claims them, some are overwhelmed by hopelessness, becoming mad beasts that lash out at their former countrymen. Such tragedies all too easily beget further tragedy, as bereaved loved ones are in turn overcome and share in the same horrid fate. The people speak of these incidents in hushed whispers, afraid that any moment a monster might appear within their midst. If we could find a cure for the blasphemy's poison... And we must... well, we do need to slay it, regardless of if we find a cure. Indeed, let us hope that the Elder Seedseer's efforts to enlist the aid of the elementals was successful, and that united we may at last cleanse the 12-wood of this evil once and for all. Okay, where we go? Urgent news, Gel. Gleipnir has ambushed a party of wood whalers. We are engaged with the blasphemy near the Guardian Tree, where the Great One slumbers. This bodes ill. Has it divined the Elder Seedseer's intent? Is it attempting to prevent her from communing with the elementals? Bah, in any event, we cannot let Gleipnir harm the tree. The Elder Seedseer bade us rendezvous with her at Sorrel Haven. We leave at once. Where's Sorrel Haven? Oh. Well, you know, I guess I can just... Oops. Guess I can just leave out this gate, huh? What did I do with my quests? Oh, well, you know, that's fine. Wait. No. Yes, I need to keep going. There's a resplendent rabbit here. What you doing over here? We meet again, and to think it would be in a place like this. I must say, the customs of your land are most fascinating. We're Tenzin here. What? No doubt he would have mistaken those two-legged rabbits for auspices, and attempted to recruit them into our ranks. Speaking of which, have you met the others yet? If not, 'twould be best if you hurried along in search of them. Were they to find out that I had kept you all to myself, I fear how their Hamitama might respond. What? The four lords are here? Hey. Yes, let me out. Oh. Okay, I guess I'll go on Eden. Sure. Whee. Should zoom out a little so I can actually see, huh? Battered arms and armor are strewn across the ground, but there is no other trace of man or blasphemy. Oh. Oh no! They became beasts. Yeah. Don't really do a lot of damage, huh? Guess I am level 90, but... Inspect the equipment. Did they all become blasphemies? I see. I think I know what happened here, though I pray that I am wrong. They became blasphemies. There is no sign of the wood whalers save their arms and armor. Seasoned warriors would never cast aside their equipment, but here it lies, and I see not a single body. In the face of certain death, even the bravest among us can succumb to despair. Before the blasphemy's poison took them, they transformed. Gleipnir could not have gone far, maybe watching us even now. Be on your guard. The air is thick with corruption. If the wood whalers succumb to a man, then we can expect a hard fight. Though I dread the thought of hurting our brave soldiers, we cannot allow the creatures they have become to roam free. Let us form 2 groups to more quickly track down and cull the beasts. Once we have finished, we shall regroup under the boughs of the guardian tree. Okay. I'm in my own group, I see. Oh, well, that's not the button I wanted. Guess we'll start over this way. Anyone here? Find no trace. Okay. Next spot it is. So many trees here. How about here? Oh look, there's someone mining over there. Oh. Yeah. It has all the dots on it. And now I can... Atonement! Pew! That's it? Okay. Next spot. I'm surprised it didn't have the, like, purple of there's enemies here. Well, I guess I'm fighting this thing too. Hey, you wanna fight too? Be my guest, here. Pew. What'd you get? Oh, here, we'll confetti her. Pew. No more? Okay. I'm a snowman. Oh, look. Wait. They get all the way over there. Oh, right, the guardian tree. So weird being able to fly there. Whee! I am here. Where's everyone else? Hello? Our work is done then. The loss of so many brave souls is tragic. Now that they are at peace... Oh, now they are at peace and the guardian tree is safe. Let us take comfort in that. But I pray that the Great One... I pray that the Great One will hear my plea. Have fun with that. Ooh. Ah! Oh no. Elder Seedseer, are you hurt? The Great One is filled with fear, an all-consuming fear unlike any I have ever felt. It spoke unto me, and its words were clarion. Drive the evil away. Drive the evil away. It can think of naught else, and so we will not receive the aid we seek, not until we can dispel the dread that claws at the forest's very heart. But we need its help to get rid of the thing of the dread. Okay. No, this was our last hope. We are not alone. That's Gleifnir? I guess it does have chains. How do people get hit by that horn? There can be no mistake. This is the profane beast, the blasphemy that has mired the Twelve's wood in despair. Gleifnir. Just don't get hit. Stay back. It makes for the guardian tree. We must stop it. Oh no. The poison. You mustn't let it touch you. Such fearsome strength. Right. Now my clothes are all wet. I will protect. Oh. You had to stand up to make itself seem more intimidating, huh? Oh. It's a good boy. In accordance with our covenant, we Padjal have been blessed by the elementals. From the moment we are chosen, we are bound to act as mediators between man and nature. The most skilled among us are honored as seed seers, and it is their duty to guide Gridania through times both poor and prosperous. I cannot say which of you will be found more worthy. In my estimation, you both have the potential to become seed seers. Of that, I become more certain by the day. Is that Con E? But I don't want to be a seed seer. I never wanted to be a Pajal either. I never asked for any of this. Why can't I live a normal life like everyone else? How come I don't get to grow old? Why was I cursed with these ugly horns? Hey, there are a lot of people who want to be a Pajal. I like them. Maybe we didn't choose to be born this way, but I don't think it makes us that different from everyone else. It's a rare gift, a blessing even, and if we can use it to help others, then we should. Don't give up on becoming a seed seer, Connie. We'd all be worse for it. A blessing? I never thought of it that way. I suppose I just hated not having a choice. But maybe you're right. Okay. What was the point of that echo? Oh, is this monster the other Pajal? Connie. Away it goes. Hey, Connie, you want to talk about that other Pajal you knew? Way back when? I don't think she's awake. Alright, we can go ask Isumion instead. We can ask Isumion, right? The matron is merciful. The elder seed seer has fallen unconscious, but is otherwise unharmed. The blasphemy must not have touched her, for I do not see the telltale mark of poison. Still, I am no healer. She should be looked after by those who are. I shall carry her back to Gridania. We must leave before Gleipnir returns. Await me at the Adder's Nest. Okay. Oh, I can fly. Fly to the... Oh, never mind. It'll just put me here. Even better. Allow me to thank you again for your assistance. The elder Seer has been delivered into the care of Isumion. By the grace of the elementals will she make a full recovery. In fact, she has already regained consciousness, but is not yet allowed to receive visitors. We can but wait for now. Okay. Gods damn it, I was useless. I could do nothing while the elder seer faced Gleipnir alone. I was to be her shield. You don't even have a shield. That I stand before you while she lies abed is proof of my failure. Connie Senna lives still, and she still requires your protection. You truly are the hero of whom the bards sing, aren't you? You suffered terrible trials, and yet still you stand tall and resolute. Thank you for your counsel. How close I came to forgetting the lessons of my past. I've spoken of it to few. Truth be told, it brings me shame to recall it. About the Battle of Cartano? Oh. I fought at Cartano, not as a soldier of the Eorzean Alliance, but as a conscript in the Garlean Imperial Army. Clad in armor and magitech, another drop in a sea of pitiless metal. You grow numb to the violence and the killing out of necessity. It becomes routine. Work to earn your next meal. But then the moon shattered and the dragon emerged, and when the dust had settled, I was another body clinging to life amongst the fallen. I remember staring at the burning sun above, growing weaker, wondering if the heat or an Eorzean's blade would finish the job. But it wasn't death that came, but salvation. I was delivered from my well-earned fate by the elder seer. She deigned to save a man who once bared steel against her people. Her kindness didn't end there. Once my wounds had healed, she welcomed me with open arms. Never did she regard me with distrust, nor did she ever make me feel obliged to repay my debt. I mean, you've already repaid it. She fought not to take life, but to safeguard it. Through our friendship, I came to see the wisdom in that distinction, and pledged my remaining years to her service. would have accomplished nothing to throw myself against Gleipnir in vain. Even if there was profit to be found in the sacrifice, she would not abide it. Your words serve to remind me of this. We will defeat the blasphemy, aye. We will do so without forsaking that which we hold dear. This I swear. Yeah. Alright, can she see visitors now? A pact proven. Gel, the Elder Seed Seer, has grown strong enough to receive visitors. Come, we must go to Stillglade Fane at once. Okay. Stillglade Fane is like through here? Yeah. You know what? We'll walk. We don't get to walk around Gridania that often. Maybe we'll find another rabbit. Or maybe we won't find another rabbit. That's also fine. Would there be one all the way back here at the Conjurer's Guild? Biddy. Hi, Biddy. Bye, Biddy. Okay, there's you. I don't see any rabbits. Unfortunate. Hello. Elder Seedseer, it fills my heart with joy to see you in better health. I am gladdened by your presence as well, my friend. And lest you wonder, know that the conjurers found no trace of the poison in my humors. If you are ready, I would resume our search for Gleipnir. They may be up to the task, but you are not. 'Tis one thing to engage in conversation, quite another to go gallivanting about the Twelveswood hunting a blasphemy. I am aware you are a conjurer of surpassing skill, and would not presume to gainsay your judgment. But have my wounds not healed? Those visible to the naked eye, perhaps. I worry that the strain of your communion with the Great One has taken a toll on you in ways we may struggle to perceive. Great One is a being of purest ether, and you are exposed to its unbridled despair, its raw terror. There may be consequences. I'm aware of that, but Gleipnir must be stopped. Until the blasphemy is laid low, people will continue to die. How am I to carry out my duties cloistered here? How am I to deliver the forest and its people from this despair? 'Tis your duties that demand you remain. I understand your frustration, but if you were to fall in battle, if your guiding light you bear were to fade, then all Gridania would be lost. Rest, Connie. Rest and gather your strength so that when the time comes, you are fit to do what must be done. In the meantime, trust in your allies. You are right. How old is Isumiyan? Because I know he's older than Connie, and he still looked the same when she was small as a Padgel. That said, I see no reason I cannot join in planning our next step. As you said before, conversation is quite unlike gallivanting about on a hunt. Our encounter with Gleipnir has made it plain that we cannot hope to triumph over it as we are. Only with the Great One's power can we achieve victory. When the 7th Umbral Calamity was nigh, the Great One committed a portion of its boundless strength to extend a barrier over heaven and earth, the Ermine Hedge. Thus was the Twelveswood spared the worst. If we can convince it to again lend us even a small measure of that power, we would not need fear the poison. Therefore, I believe we should pour our efforts into placating the elementals, that we might earn their favor. Quieting. We must make your voice heard then, yes? Indeed, we must find a way to assure the Great One of our good intentions, to remind it that we labor not for its destruction, but its salvation. Okay. I think, too, that we must gain a greater understanding of what drives Gleipnir. Seems to bear a resentment towards the elementals, the Great One in particular. Why? I have pondered this question myself. Lingering memories of the person Gleipnir once was may be responsible. Reports from Razadhan suggest this is likely the case, in fact. If we could but ascertain the original identity of the blasphemy. But where are we even to begin our investigation? Well, funny you should mention that. I had an echo vision. You were granted a vision of Gleipnir's past, and I was there, then I may know who he is, or was. As do I, the boy who trained alongside Connie in her youth. Yasura Supin. What? Yasura Supin. After all these years, is this what became of him? Ah, you mentioned him briefly before. Were you close? Yasura was Pajali like me, but he had never known his parents and devoted himself wholly to his studies. He embraced the role the forest had bestowed upon him, and truth be told, was a much better student than I ever was. A fair assessment. Despite your esteemed heritage, you never took to my lessons as well as he, ever dreaming of the outside world. Stealing off into the woods more times than I can count, could not keep watch over you at all hours, not even if I tried. The Elder Seedseer, a rebellious spirit, I can scarce imagine it. I resented being a Pajal. It was inconceivable to me that I could not live among the others, and I did not scruple to express my misgivings to Isumiyan at every opportunity. Yasura was a pillar of constant support. It was thanks to his encouragement that I at last embraced my destiny, and resolved to use my gifts for the greater good. We would become Seedseers together, I believed, until one fateful day when we were gathering herbs in the forest at Isumiyan's behest. We met a wanderer hailing from a distant land, who told us his beloved was with child, and that he had traveled to Gridania to beseech the Great One for a painless birth. He asked us to guide him to the guardian tree. However, entry into such sacred places was not ours to permit. There was something odd about his demeanor besides. With regret, I refused him, but Yasura was loath to turn away a goodly stranger in need. He agreed to guide the man, despite my protestations. I ran to Isumiyan as fast as I could, and together we made haste to the guardian tree. We found the man motionless on the ground, having succumbed to the Great One's rage. And next to him was Yasura, alive but unconscious. In time he recovered and related the whole story. In truth, the man had been an adventurer, a seeker of wealth and glory. As he had knelt to make false supplications, he lunged forward to tear a branch from the guardian tree. He was yet a child, and Yasura had no inkling of the darkness that could dwell within men's hearts. Oh, he learned the lesson that day, but the price he paid for it was great indeed. The Great One stripped Yasura of his horns, and with them the right to call himself a Pajal. I was forced to expel him from the fane. I never saw him again, nor heard a word of what had become of him, though not for lack of trying. Despite his hardships, he did remain in the Twelveswood did he remain in the Twelveswood all this time, I wonder? He dreamed of naught else but becoming a Seedseer, of a life in service to the people in the forest. He knew the weight of the responsibility and was eager to bear it. But he was deprived of that purpose by the very elementals he loved. And yet, he did not lose that will to serve, I suspect, and instead resolved to watch over the Twelveswood in his own way. I shudder to think what could have hastened his transformation into Gleipnir. As if his life was not harsh enough. In our final conversation, Yasura confided in me that he would search for a means to calm the Great One's rage and earn absolution. To that end, he said that he would seek the counsel of the Mughals. They have called the Twelveswood home for far longer than we have, so none are more like to have knowledge of its most hidden workings. That comes as no surprise. He would not give up so easily on his dream. Even if the Mughals know not of Yasura, they may be able to help us in other ways. Will you travel to the Bramble Patch in my stead, Joe? I have faith they will accept you with their characteristic aplomb. Oh boy, the Mughals, my favorite. Okay. The Bramble Patch, huh? Okay. Bramble Patch is this way. Wait. I fly through the brambles. Nothing shall stop me. You know, I'll actually go through this tree. Ah. Pukwa Pika. Huh. Quite a peculiar face you have, Kupo. Familiar, too. You wouldn't be the self-same warrior who gave the legendary Muggles Guard what for, would you? Joe, was it? Hi. Aha, it's an honor to meet you. Allow me to thank you personally for bringing that silliness to an end. Pukwapika's the name. What brings you to our neck of the Twelveswood? A not Pajal. My, what a pleasant coincidence. We were just discussing how we ought to go about calming the elementals, Kupo. That blasphemy with the dreadful horns has got them on edge, and for good reason. I've had to ask my personal guard here to sleep with one eye open. In case you haven't noticed, the beast's corruption has been spreading all throughout the woods. Needless to say, we've all got to stand up and put the Twelveswood to rights. Ryo suggested that the Mughals contribute to scouring the forest for even the smallest signs of taint. We've got to cleanse it before it gets out of hand, you know? Difficult and time-consuming work, but if it's in service of the forest, then we'll do it gladly, Kupo. Hey, I know you. You're the adventurer who gave me some of my finest scars. Koop-de-koop of the Muggles Guard. No hard feelings about the whole hailed to the king Kupo bit, I hope. Not going to call for a rematch either, in case you're worried about that. Ryo and the others cured us of our tempering, and afterwards sat us down for a stern lecture. No more calling upon good King Mogulmog the 12th for us. May he ever remain unsummoned in his royal grace and splendor. Oh boy. Indeed, and what better way to make up for past indiscretions than to serve the realm? Even now our kin scour every ilm of the Twelveswood, and we would be remiss not to do our part. We would be overjoyed to have a hero such as you helping us as well, if you're willing. Something tells me you have a sharp eye for the taint we seek to cleanse. Can we count on you, Kupo? Sure. Your reputation for magnanimity is well deserved. Let's begin by moving to higher ground, that we may survey the area and locate any particularly nasty spots of blight. Okay. Somewhere higher up, you say? This doesn't seem... Oh. How am I supposed to talk to you? Oh. Oh, you were able to make your way up here after all. I was worried you'd be stuck. Apologies for leaving you behind, but it's so easy to forget that you're kind black wings, Kupo. Now, then, where is it? There, to the south. Let us cleanse that festering taint at once. Okay, to the south. Ah, right in this fate I see. That's great. And corrupted soil. Ah. A tainted spirit. Pew. Atonement. Atonement. And another atonement. Wow. Did it. Now. Alright. Pukwapika. Now some fine work, Kupo. I dare say it's in even better shape than it was before. The others are doubtless flittering about, stamping out corruption wheresoever it rears its hideous head. If I were the Great One, I would be applauding our efforts. Well, insofar as such a being without hands can clap, I suppose. Well, hey. How goes the taint cleansing, Coop-de-Coop? Coop-de-Coop will throw you for a loop. I did what I could, but I swear as soon as I finished with one area, 2 more start manifesting a fresh taint. The forest's ability to heal itself is waning. The sickness is spreading too fast for even a legion of Moogles to manage, if we don't come up with a better solution soon. The situation is more grave than we imagined, Kupo. Oh, what do we do? We should maintain our efforts to purify the forest regardless. But since there are only so many of us, we could also help the forest to remember how to help itself. A brilliant idea, I think. How do we go about doing that? Well, I was just getting to that part, Kupo. I got it. We perform the friending. The friending? The friending? What in the name of good King Mogwog the 12th, may he shower us with love and compassion and Kupo nuts, is that? Truth be told, I couldn't remember the ancient rite's name, so I just made something up on the spot, Kupo. Well, let's forget about that for now and move on to the stuff I do remember. It's an old ceremony, first performed when the nation of Gridania was but a spark of an idea, of a random thought in its founders' heads. They knew that if they were to establish a home within the Twelveswood, that they would first have to entreat the elementals for permission. So a mage in their company found and cleansed a few sources of foul ether, planting saplings in their place, and consecrating the soil with a prayer to show the forest the purity of their intentions. The elementals were so taken by his display that not only did they permit his people to settle within the forest, they also bestowed upon him their blessing as proof of their new covenant, Kupo. Ah, I remember now. The Gridanians still honor the agreement to this day. For every tree that is cut down, a sapling is planted. So, if we follow history's example, we can soothe the forest's pain and also nourish it with new life. That's right, Kupo. Wow. Oh, but I wasn't finished with the story. Remember the mage who planted those sacred saplings? He was none other than Yorin, sire of Eoholkpota, the very first Pagel. From that day forward, the elementals would bless the select few hearers with horns, favoring them with their fellowship. Pagel were exalted by all the people of the Twelveswood. Even we Moogles look upon them with awe. And that's how it all began. Something wrong, Kupo? You have a strange look on your face. Well, Gleipnir's poison is particularly deadly against hearers. But Gleipnir may be a Pagel. A former Pagel, at least. How dreadful, Kupo. But what exactly are you saying? So the man you think may have become Gleipnir was a Pagel stripped of his blessing, and the blasphemy kills with a poison that manifests symptoms that resemble those of the creeping death. I feel sorry for this Yasura, to love the elementals only to be shunned by them, to be surrounded by the beauty of the Twelveswood, and know that he was forever an outsider, all for a child's mistake. That despair could easily have caused him to turn, This poison that preys upon those who bear the 12's blessing, the hearers, just like the creeping death once did, might be another manifestation of that despair. That would explain the elemental's unease, Kupo. We must redouble our efforts to plant saplings, or they may never speak to us again. Indeed. Well, first things first, we must gather as many saplings as we can. Shall wait for us at the Adder's Nest, and make ready for a long and back-breaking day. Oh boy. My favorite. It's always like that with the Moogles, isn't it? Guess I could just fly to Gridania. In the Kobold mount. Just definitely not Gridanian. But you know. I like the Kobold Palanquin. The Bomb Palanquin. Alright, let's see. Oh, there's the honey yard. I remember the days of doing the fates around here. Alright. I am here. Let me into Gridania. Old Gridania. We gotta go to the Adder's Nest, which is in New Gridania. Wonder if there's more rabbits around. Probably is, but... the Aetheryte Plaza. Alright. Over here. I wonder where else rabbits could be. Alright, Keeper of the Entine Serpents. Welcome back, Jel. Did the Moogles have any insight into our problems? Yes? A reenactment of the ceremony which laid the foundation of Gridania. Fitting plan, given the gravity of the threat our nation now faces. As ever, there is much work to be done before we can even begin. While the Moogles gather saplings, we shall continue to scour the 12's Wood for new beasts that must be purged. Let us pray that the Elder Seedseer regains her strength quickly as well. For now, take a rest, my friend. 'Tis a rare indulgence these days, and one you've earned 1,000 times over. What? Oh, I get coconut cod chowder, huh? Great. Gleipnir has not been seen since our last encounter. This brief respite may be our best chance to quell the Great One's terror. Oh, Moogle. Make way for the saplings, Kupo. We've had plenty of practice cultivating our gardens, so selecting the most robust ones was a simple matter. That was the hardest work, so you can help us with the easy part. If you see a spot of corruption, cleanse the taint and plant the sapling in its place, Kupo. Do it enough times, and the Great One is sure to understand that we're doing all we can to heal the forest, which ought to brighten its mood. We'll see to the East Shroud. Should have no trouble taking care of the rest, Kupo. Your efforts are much appreciated. We will begin without further delay. I trust you will not object to my company. I dare say healing the forest is one task for which I am more qualified than most. Connie! Elder Seedseer, are you well enough to leave the city? I should like to think I have been for some time. In any event, Izumi has finally grown tired of my objections and ceased his attempts to detain me further. Poor Izumi-on, he's just surrounded by brats. Allow me to be the one to consecrate the saplings. 'Twould be an honor to offer words of thanks to the forest for its bounty. Please do, Kupo. A prayer for the Elder Seedseer herself will surely hasten their growth from tiny sapling to towering tree. Such is my hope. As Yorn did before me, I shall approach the Great One in friendship, that it might see through the veil of fear that blinds it and remember our covenant. Let us begin by cleansing all traces of corruption in the central shroud. To Green Tier, I sense that the flow of ether has become warped there. Impressive, Kubo. Not even my keen eyes could spot corruption from such a distance. It is but one of many talents I owe to the elementals. Well then, shall we be on our way? Okay. Green Tier, huh? Hearts true. Green Tier. Which I can just go out the gate. You know what? I'll save a little bit of money. We'll go out the gate. And there's gonna be the resplendent rabbit still? Interesting. I wonder where the others are then. I guess I need to look about Gridania. Unless they're in other places. Ah, my two-seater chocobo. Just for me. Oh, it's actually a little bit away. So let's see. I need to go over here, cross the river, and very close to East Shroud, actually. Oh no, she goes. Alright. Investigate the corruption and slay any monsters that appear. Oh no, not this one monster. Oops. Alright, we're doing this instead. There go the Chigos. Alright. I cleansed the ether. I'm gonna plant a tree. In gratitude for your boundless blessings do I offer this gift. May it nourish you as you nourish us. At last the earth is cleansed. There is a settlement not far from here. We should tell them of the sapling, bid them watch over and keep it safe from harm. Of course, Elder Seedseer. I shall relay your words forthwith. We'll give the people hope to know they can aid in the restoration of the Twelveswood. Thank you. And now we must go... Go where? Whee! To Silent Arbor. There's something foul impedes the flow of ether. Let us hurry. That away. Oh, and South Shroud? Oh. Okay. You can see pretty far. All the way to Quarry Mill. I have a quest. Oh. No, I don't. Alright. Corrupted water. Where? Pew. Just do this and immediately confeteer. Yeah. that it? Okay. It is cleansed. And plant a tree. At least this one's like right outside Quarry Mill. Oh no. There's a storm. Not gonna do your little prayer. The injury has begun to heal, and our next destination lies to the north. Near Hurstmill, I believe. 'Tis faint, for we are far from the source. Nevertheless, I am certain it is there. Come. Okay. Where's Hurstmill? Wait, is that Fallgard? That's Fallgard float. Alright. Fallgard float. We go about, we cleanse one thing in each area. Onto my moondoggle. Alright. Oh, look at all those Ixal quests I can't do, because I'm not a crafter right now. A fate? I'm 6 or more levels above it, who'd have thought? Oh, fly over the wall. Hello? I don't see any corruption here. 'Tis fortunate that the corruption here is faint. Simple prayer should suffice to cleanse the soil, after which we may plant the sapling. Okay. This one's actually inside the city, too. I sense no other disruptions in the etheric flow, which leads me to believe that the Moogles have already seen to the remainder. Indeed, the Twelves would sighs with a contentment I have not felt in a long while. But will it serve to placate the Great One, I cannot say, not until we visit the Guardian Tree. Excuse me, but you're the Elder Seedseer, aren't you? What brings you all the way to our village? Corruption that had upset the balance of ether, but that we have since cleansed with prayer and saplings. Thus has the 12-wood reclaimed a measure of peace. You've been planting trees. We have. The elementals have suffered much of late, and with these offerings we endeavor to raise their spirits. Elder Seedseer, I've got to protest. What of your people's spirits? We who dread every step we must... What of your people's spirits? We who dread every step we must take out of doors. That terrible monster is still out there, preying upon innocent folk without rhyme or reason. If it doesn't strike us dead where we stand, its poison will finish the job. I know that you are afraid, that you and yours suffer still. However, 'tis under the auspices of the elementals that we may call the Twelveswood home, and they too cry out for deliverance. Even the Great One quakes with fear for the blasphemy's continued existence. To ignore their plight is to invite further greater tragedy for us all. Rest assured, however, that I have not forgotten the needs of the people. We will bring comfort to the elementals and renew our sacred ties that we might enlist the aid of the Great One in combating Gleipnir and the suffocating despair it spreads. And so I pray you continue to put your faith in our guardians, and in me. Would that we could, Elder Seedseer, but we've been dealing with death and sickness since before Gleipnir's coming. They say the creeping death's nothing to fear these days, but we know better. One of ours caught it not too long ago. We gave her the cure, had plenty on hand, and for a while we thought it would be all right. By the time we realized it hadn't done a damn thing, it was too late to call for a conjurer. That was Gleipnir's doing. It was a sad day for all of us when she passed, but for none more so than her poor husband Supin. He was beside himself with grief, and who could blame him? Then came Gleipnir to compound our woes. Supin? It cannot be. Do you speak of Isura Supin? Isura? No, Supin was an odd one, but no one mistake him for a Pajal. Supin wasn't even his real name. That'd be Alenya. But his wife was fond of calling him Supin for some reason, and it caught on with the rest of us. I see. And what did Alenya look like? Well, I'd say he'd seen no more than 30 summers, kept to himself, came and went with nary a word at times. After he met his beloved, he became more of a fixture, friendly even. His wife was a sickly lass, but she had spirit. Spirit's not enough to beat the creeping death. Pity we couldn't do anything for her. He'd finally made a new life for himself here. Thank you for recounting Alenya's story. Sad though it was, it has helped me to better understand how much you have all suffered. I promise that you will have cause to celebrate soon. Until then, I implore you again to place your faith in the elementals and in me. Together we shall overcome this crisis. Okay. It's like, we're dying here and you're planting trees? Yes. Despite what he said, I am certain the Selenia was Isir Supin. To think that he was living so close by for all those years, searching for new purpose, finding true love, only to be robbed of that fulfillment too. Were he still a Pajal, empowered by the elementals, could he have saved her? He would have dwelt on the question, night after sleepless night. I know I would have. Mayhap in the end he came to blame the elementals for his helplessness, for her death, and in despair was consumed. Aye, the animosity would linger, endure, and in vengeance would Gleipnir find its final purpose. We have done all we can to show the Great One the purity of our intent. Let us hope that we will be accepted as friends. Back to Evershade. Go. Evershade. Back to where it all began. Okay, Cruise Chaser. You know, I should probably get that mount. I do like it. Even though I'm not like a fan of tech. I do like the Alexander raids. That's when you know you've made a good tech. Huh. Oh, that's a fate. I was like, is he over here? Our supplications cannot have escaped the Great One's notice. May it be enough to receive an audience. Get me out of this fate. O Great One, may I abide ever beneath your boughs, embraced by your compassion, grace, and wisdom. Be still the fear within your heart, and know that I am your faithful servant. All feeling. Passing corruption, refreshed, renewed green, flesh restored. Child of child, covenant honored, friend, friendship, peace. It worked. The Great One speaks through the Elder Seed Seer. We were right to follow Hyorin's example. We beseech your help to slay Gleipnir. Profanity's spawn, despair's orphan, sadness and anger, sadness, death's prayer, one and all. Poison potent, wounds unmending, withering bark, no strength to share. After all we have done, you deny us. After all the Elder Seed Seer has endured, she has pledged herself to you, devoted her life to the 12's wood. The people cried out for salvation, and she answered. The elementals cried out for deliverance, and she answered. Only you can help us now. If you do not, then we are lost. She is lost. Please, I beg you. We beg you. Oh, it's everyone we helped. What are you doing here? We've been dependent on the Seed Seers all our lives, blaming them whenever something goes wrong, without ever considering what we might do ourselves. Aye, but no longer. The Elder Seed Seer has gone to incredible lengths for her people, so her people have come to return the favor. If her plea alone is not convincing enough, then we will raise our voices in support. We couldn't let them make the journey without protection. That, and we couldn't let them put us to shame. We too have come to stand with the Elder Seed Seer and beseech the Great One for aid. We all want the same thing, don't we? Peace restored to the forest? So please, share what you can, however little. Do not forsake us. Do not forsake her. Kan-E, Covenant's child, walks with man, with elemental, keeper of ancient faith, unbroken, cannot, will not break faith, to man render up flesh. Then you agree to help us? Flesh, branches, take and join, to oldest elders, renew bond, as one stir. Raise up to heaven's covenant symbol, our staff, all join, all bloom, all peace. My duty weighed heavy on my heart, so heavy that at times I scarce remembered to breathe. For days and nights I worried that I would be found wanting. But by your faith and trust has the path forward been revealed to us. You came hither, united in purpose, and bared your hearts before the Great One. I, nay, Gridania, is forever in your debt. It grew a branch. May I rely on you all once more? I bid you take these branches to every corner of the Twelveswood and join them to the eldest trees, that we might finally win free of this despair. It shall be done, Elder Seedseer. We swear it. Once the trees have been bound together in spirit, I shall carry out the Great One's final instruction and cast its cleansing power all across the Twelveswood. Yet I must remind you, my friends, that Gleipnir still stalks the forest. It will not remain idle. It will attempt to stop us. Go with hope in your hearts, but do not lose sight of the danger. Yeah. How come I didn't get a branch? It's all slow walk out. Alright. Oh, yes, it put me here. Thank you. I admit, for a moment I thought it wouldn't work, but the Elder Seedseer moved not only the hearts of the people, but that of the forest itself. Her final task appears to be a bit more complicated than the Great One made it sound, so she must scour the ancient texts before the time comes, and consult with the Seedseer Council to make sure all goes according to plan. It's just as well. We still need to wait until the others have joined the Great One's branches to the many ancient trees scattered throughout the Twelveswood. Then, of course, there's the matter of Gleipnir. It will not go peacefully as we work to hasten his demise. When he comes, we must be ready. Okay, how about now? Impeccable timing as always, Jello. But moments ago, the Elder Seedseer sent word to go and fetch you. Wow. My timing is so great. She's ready. Oh, she's already on her way. We'll explain everything herself when she arrives. Okay. Sounds like cause for a drink. The children of the Twelveswood, both Moogle and man alike, have sallied forth, branches in hand, through the far reaches of the forest. Soon their task shall be completed. Though the shadow of death yet looms large, they do not allow despair into their hearts. They hold fast to their faith in a brighter future. We shall see their hope rewarded, and by the grace of the elementals, consign these grim days to memory. We need only succeed in summoning the Ermine Hedge. You may recall that the Great One's words were muddled and esoteric. Believe it was an instruction to carry out this esoteric ceremony in order to expunge the corruption befouling the forest, that the once tainted earth may begin to mend. For you see, when the Ermine Hedge last was formed, it was to protect the Twelveswood from threats without. The Great One acted as a guardian, embracing the woods to shield them as a father would his child. On this occasion, however, we will call upon it to nourish and revitalize, as a mother nurses her child to make them strong against sickness. In channeling the power of the elementals in this way, we can stem the spread of Gleipnir's poison, and the scars of its passing will finally heal. At least, that was what the Great One intended to say, I believe. The Seedseer Council agrees that my interpretation... agrees with my interpretation, has permitted me to perform the ceremony. Alright, I'm here to help. I have in my possession a single branch, the final one to be attached to the eldest tree of the Twelveswood. For all that you have done to aid us thus far, I ask you accept this honor. My branch! Who better to set the final stone in this new foundation for everlasting peace? You who have sacrificed so much for the sake of others. If we had even a sliver of your courage, we could move mountains. The loveliest of branches. Thank you, my friend. We will find the tree of which I spoke in front of the Leatherworkers Guild. Let us depart. Oh, it's in the city. Okay. Leatherworkers Guild. What's the fastest way to it? Guess that way. Alright. Let's go. Maybe we'll see a rabbit. Wow, someone gained a lot of levels. Wait a minute. I guess this is the Leatherworkers Guild. This is a big tree. Look to the boughs above, and you will see a spot where the bark has been discolored by age and the elements. There you must affix the branch. What? What spot? You ascend the ancient trunk and affix the branch of the guardian tree to the weathered bark as directed by the elder seed seer. Where? You're quite the climber, and with all that, all preparations are now complete. Let us return to the guardian tree, and with the aid of the Great One, deliver salvation to the whole of the Twelveswood. Okay. I didn't see any rabbits, though. Unless they're over here. No, I don't see any rabbits. Alright. We need to go... This one? Yeah. Let's go on my chair so I have a nice comfy ride. Why is it raining though? Oh, it's a big marble. I guess they were always that size and I just never knew. Instanced, is it? If it is truly Yasura's lingering resentment for the elementals that drives the blasphemy, then it will surely come. For the sake of the man he was, I must try to appeal to his reason. Should I fail, then we will have no recourse but to fight. Regardless, this day we shall bid farewell to Gleipnir. Why did I have to do this as a paladin? Or I guess as a tank. Through the branches of the guardian tree, the Twelveswood is become as one. In summoning the ermine hedge, every ilm of these sacred lands will be imbued with the Great One's nourishing ether. Forest will be empowered to heal itself, to break free of Gleipnir's despair. The ceremony is complex and delicate, and I must maintain focus. I trust you will do what is necessary to see that I am not interrupted. Sure. Gleipnir comes. Defend the Elder Seed Seer. Okay. Oh, there it is. Ah. Blasphemy, Gleipnir. Its big ol' horn. Yasura. Are the elementals so deserving of your scorn? Do you hate me too for my horns? I knew a boy once, a boy who called them gifts, symbols of the blessings he resolved to share with the world. Yet the beast before me now brings naught but misery and death, marks its victims with chains to bind and condemn, to share in its suffering. I was not there for you then, but I am here for you now, to unmake what you have become. I shall begin the ceremony. Stand fast and remember what we fight for. Alright. Just slap that water. I feel like I know that dance. It looks very familiar, even though I haven't played that game. Alright, I'm here. Yeah. Protector. No. What am I supposed to do? Oh. Heat. Ah. Oh no, we have little poisons. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. No, no. Ready. Ah. Confeetier. Confeetier. Other confeetier. Even bigger confeetier. Interject. Poison shower. Yeah. Stop that. I don't know what she expects me to do. Ceremony is almost complete. You say so. That only looks like 55. Can I take all of these? I can. I am very poisoned now. Ceremony's almost complete, you say? I don't know if I really, believe that. Oh, not that one. This one. Stop it. Pew. 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 Here, I'll do this. I have a little bit of shielding. I don't know if it actually did anything to them. Oh. Come here. That's it? That's all the damage you did? It's that you're not a scion, but still. You're gonna get lethally poisoned at this rate. Oh, no. I'm poisoned. Whee. Oh, come on, there's just 5% left. When the seats see a portion of your power, what do you want me to do, healer? Oh. I am poisoned. Whee! Oh. Is he okay? Let's heal him. Whee! We don't need to fear its poison. Wow. You know, that's great. Here. I'll come to you guys. Okay. Interesting. Here, I give you its butt. Oh. Pew pew. Pew pew. You. We must group together for what? For a Medica too? I mean, okay. Interesting that we're fighting it in front of the tree. Just healing through it. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't do a lot of damage. I'm just a paladin. Did it. I did it. Through sacred soil and azure skies, may your compassion flow and swell to banish the darkness. Receding terror, blissful quiet. Blessing, covenant preserved, now and always, child of child. Honor and gratitude unending. For we as well, honor and gratitude unending. We could not have overcome the blasphemy without your aid. In your everlasting grace, I pray you continue to guide we children of the forest. In your boundless mercy, I pray you forgive the lost and forsaken who succumb to despair. To you, my dear Ursula, I promise I shall never forget your words of wisdom. Ours is indeed a gift and a blessing, and a duty to our people I will uphold. Until my final breath, this I swear. Thank you, Gel. The great cleansing could not have succeeded without you. The blight has been purged, and the blasphemous beast which bore it lay low. The sacred wood that once held its breath in fear now breathes a long sigh of relief. I must return to Gridania and my regular duties as Elder Seedseer, but I should be glad if you could call upon me there. That is, if I may impose upon you one final time. Thank you. Promise not to detain you at length. Let us meet again at the Lotus Stand. Okay. I have... Okay, that's fine. Oh, let's get on the bright, obnoxious mount on our way back to Gridania. It's fine. Now I can actually see myself. Whee. I do actually really like the Firebird. Oops. I am not quite going the right way. Alright. Let me in. Let me in. And I'm pretty sure that the song that was playing is called Dunamis. Which should tell you when it plays. It's a nice song. Although I guess I don't really know for sure. It's either Dunamis or, Zone music. I don't really remember what the Zone music sounded like. The Elder Seedseer awaits you within. Shall I escort you to her? Sure. Why not? You're just you and your one guard, who still has no name. The Great One's ether flows all throughout the Twelveswood, purging the last vestiges of Gleipnir's poison. The surviving wounded are no longer in danger and have begun to recover at long last. We have much cause to rejoice, in no small part because of you, my friend. On behalf of Gridania and myself, allow me to thank you yet again for your tireless efforts in bringing Gleipnir to heal. You went above and beyond the call of duty for the sake of our people and their homeland. You were inspiring to behold, and not for the first time, I must say. Yeah. Forgive me, Elder Seedseer, but with this crisis behind us, I would suggest a new course of action. Oh, and what would that be? Rest. In all our time together, I have never seen you so hard-pressed. Surely you are weary and could benefit from a brief respite? Or respite? I appreciate your concern, my friend, but I cannot, will not. One day perhaps, but not this day. But Elder Seedseer... Recent events have given me cause to reflect upon my past. Upon lessons that I once thought I had taken to heart. When I did not yet understand the duty with which I had been entrusted. When these horns of mine were but chains binding me to a destiny I did not choose. 'Twas Yasura who taught me to appreciate the gift I had been given. Had he not been there to help me keep to the proper path, where would my errant feet have taken me instead? He was perhaps the first, but he would not be the last. My brother and sister and countless other kind souls, through their words and their support, have also helped me to continue to find a way forward, even when I thought there was none. 'Tis by opening our hearts to one another that we, in turn, open new paths, that we can conceive of greater opportunities and brighter futures. All who live within Gridania are deserving of these gifts, and so I must always be there for them, that together we may journey in safety through darkest night. Not tempted to live wild and free like an adventurer? It is not without its appeal. I recall fondly the few occasions I have traveled beyond. Our time together in the Turning Mists left a lasting impression. If ever there came a time when I need no longer serve as Elder Seedseer, I should like very much to accompany you on another adventure. Alright. Regardless of what the future has in store, our present course is clear. So long as we Pagel serve as a bridge between man and elemental, Gridania can weather any storm. And so I will continue to walk hand in hand with my people and my patrons, along a path that we discover together. Sounds good. Although poor Yesser Supin, like, he sure got the short end of the stick ever since he made one mistake. Oh, what are you doing out here? Though the blasphemy is no more, there are still administrative matters to resolve. If it's not too much to ask, could you bring word of these recent events to our delegate in Razat Han? Sure, at some point. It's been an honor and a pleasure, my friend. May the elementals watch over and keep you. Okay, I mean, that's great. Let's see if there's any roaming rabbits around. We'll go here and go this way. I don't think I saw any, but I guess I wasn't really looking, to be fair. Is there gonna be anyone up at the retirement home? Doesn't look like it. Alright, come on. Kalu Falls. This is where, Ishtola's sister is, right? Nose. Oh, nose. Any bunnies here? What? What are these decorations? What is this supposed to be? An egg cactus? What? You guys are weird. Alright. And then, I guess this way. Go over to the, oh, that's the grove. Go over here and see if there's a rooster. Oh. I know who this is. Do I want to talk to them? Not really, but I will. Gel, old boy. Always a pleasure to see you. Enjoying the festivities, I take it. What's that? You don't recognize me. You wound me, my friend, after all we've been through together. I must say, I thought Gridanians would be to be all dour-faced gardeners and carpenters. This festival could put even the masquerades back home to shame. If only my dearest Lanianite, or Laniite could be here to enjoy it with me. I don't think she likes you. My lord, realize that you are undercover. Or, I realize that you are undercover, but nevertheless, I must ask that you comport yourself in a manner befitting your lofty station. Found some roosters. It's certainly a rooster in one way. Huh. Is there anyone at the botanist guild then? Hmm. Oh, that's nice. Doesn't look like it. There's some eggs in that boat. Okay. I know people have seen, Gaius and his daughter. Aren't these quests great? That is egg. Yeah, they're great. A new adventure. Is there anyone at the Archers Guild? Some strange decorations, to be sure. Why would rabbits want eggs, by the way? Never really understood that. Wow. Some babby archers. I guess I technically don't have to run around as a paladin anymore. But I wanna find Giles. A rabbit? Who are you? I am most pleased, if not surprised, to find you here. After all, Tenzin too quite enjoyed festivals. The two of you are alike in so many other ways. It meant to come alone, but my fellow auspices insisted on coming along for the ride. Quite literally at that. Just look how my plumage has been ruffled by their clinging paws. And yet, for Tenzin here, no doubt he would have gently reminded me, the more the merrier, with only the slightest hint of disappointment on his face. Suzaku's weird. Any other rabbits? Can I go down here? Oh, I can't jump down. Unfortunate. Nope, no other rabbits down here. Wonder... I don't know who the resplendent one is supposed to be. I know it's one of the four lords, but... would that be... Byakko? Can Byakko even... be in like a human form? Actually, I can check over here before I forget. Because I didn't check over here at all. Hello, do you have any rabbits hiding in here? Not in here, but maybe outside. What are you doing out there? That's dangerous. Any rabbits? Oh, was this always here? How are you supposed to use this with the basket on it? Out of the way, chillums. Oh, I missed. It's so hard to jump with control. Save me. Oh, What's this? Spins? Do you just hold on for dear life? Yeah, I have no idea where the Gaius chicken and his daughter chicken are. But that was the tank quests. So we've done melee and tank, which means we have 3 more left. I find it interesting that for Gridania, it's like, oh, we need the help of the trees and the elementals. And then for Limsa, it's like, just get the company of heroes together, I guess. I don't know. And I guess the Sahagan Queen didn't really, have poison? Question mark? Oh, Byakuo Cub. Well, whatever. So, for now, that's all I wanted to do for today. There is no raid tomorrow. Instead, raid will be only on Thursday. So I'm gonna use that time to take a break instead of streaming every day for the week. So, tomorrow there is no stream. Thursday there will be raid, which we're only doing 3 and 4 as far as I know. And then after that will be Genshin on Friday. So look forward to that. We'll be finishing out the festival, I suppose. But that is all for now. Thank you for coming out, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Goodbye for now.